Revolving and rushing, a glistening halo, front and rear conjoined and connected. Lofty and lofty, lifted and lifted, rolling and roiling, raging and raging, pressing and pressing, climbing and climbing. A layered fortress of multiplied strength, doubled and diverse, like the lines of troops, rumbling and roaring, booming and crashing, pushing and turning, surging and rolling. Truly, it cannot be withstood. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to ancient China. Today, this is our fourth installment of Stone to Steam, where I will take you through all of history and a journey to show you every single alpha line from the beginning to modern times. So today, we're going back to ancient China, to the Han Dynasty. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a typical farmer from the year 100 BC. The Han Dynasty was one of the greatest dynasties in ancient China's history. I'm sure some of you know that ancient Chinese history is divided into dynasties, which were basically families, a line of royal succession who took over from each other. And there were many, many dynasties in ancient China. Some of you, the Tang Dynasty, the Song Dynasty, the Jia Dynasty, the Ming Dynasty. But today we go back to the Han Dynasty, which is from about 200 BC all the way up until 200 AD. So about 400 years, the Han Dynasty ruled and reigned over China. And today, I take you through the life of simple Chinese peasants in ancient China. You all want to know what it's like to be ancient Chinese peasants, yes? I take you through the life of Chinese peasants. So on my attire, I wear a rice hat, or the conical hat, which the history goes back far and wide. Even to today, people wear these hats, which just shows the long history of this famous hat. You like my hat? Huh? I made it myself.
I love it.
Thank you very much. And moving down is my attire, just your typical peasant's fashion. Clothes made out of hemp. And luckily I'm a peasant who can afford a bit more, so I got silk pants. But mostly silk was reserved for only the wealthy of society. But a peasant like me would be wearing hemp, and only later in the Yuan dynasty, when the Mongols invaded China in the 1200s, would cotton be introduced. But that's already 1,300 years in the future. This is 100 BC. So my friends, I've come all the way from ancient China, Han Dynasty. I bring many ancient treasures from ancient China. You want to see some of my treasures?
Yes.
Yes. So many years I've been rice farmer in Han Dynasty, farming rice for my family and all of my friends. So, from all the way from Han Dynasty, ancient China, I bring back a story. You want to hear a wonderful story from ancient China? I not hear you?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I will tell you the story of creation. A great story that many, many mothers told to their children from ancient China. Ready for my story, friends?
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, I take you back on a long journey to ancient China, to Han Dynasty. I bring to you the story of creation, as many of us people in China know. This is the story of how the earth began. And I take you all the way back. This is the story of Pangu. So, today, our story begins with an egg. Inside this egg, it was blackness, chaos, turmoil. But inside this egg grew someone named Pangu. Pangu was a giant, and Pangu was inside this egg. And eventually Pangu was sleeping many, many decades. But one day Pangu decided that he wants to create order inside the egg and to make things better from the chaos that was inside. So Pangu took his axe and he cracked outside of the egg. My name is Pangu, and I am giant from inside that egg. So Pangu decided to break free from the egg and make things better. So what he did was, when he cracked outside of the egg, the lower elements sunk to the bottom, and the higher elements, such as the sky, raised to the top. And Pangu decided that he needs to hold up the sky, else the sky falls back down. So Pangu took the sky and held it up in his hands. The sky very heavy. So Pangu stood for centuries and centuries, holding up the very sky as we know it. But eventually Pangu thought that the sky was staying in position, so he felt that his job was done. My job is done. The sky is in place. I've done my job. Now I'm very tired. I take rest now. But then something happened. Lightning, where did you go? There we go. Then something happened. Pangu was growing weary and tired, and he slept for many, many years. Pangu eventually died in his sleep. And Pangu was sleeping and sleeping, quiet. But then something happened. Out from Pangu's body came many, many magical things. His breath turned into the wind, and his mouth and words turned into the thunder that we hear. And so the rest of Pangu gradually sank into the ground and became the rivers that we know today, the oceans that we see now. And from Pangu's hair grew the trees. Oh. And out from Pangu's body, all of the lice that was on his body gradually became the animals and the people of the land. From Pangu's body came the beautiful world as we know it. And next time when you look at the beautiful trees, the lovely rivers and the animals that roam around, next time think about Pangu and his great efforts of standing and holding up the sky. Because of his efforts, we now know the world we have today. And all because of Pangu's knowledge of yin yang. Was this possible? Was it possible that he created the world that we know today? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, the story of Pangu. So, ladies and gentlemen, in Han Dynasty, there was a lot of labor. Us farmers had to work all day in the fields, working, sweating, toiling. We always liked to wear our hats to keep the sun off of our head. As we toil on the farms, people often forget that us people in Han Dynasty didn't have any fun. No, I tell you, my friends, in Han China, we had lots and lots of fun. So that's why I brought today a game from Han Dynasty. For the game, I'll be needing volunteers. Any volunteers? No, it doesn't look like you want to play games. Sorry, I pack up and go. Bye-bye. Oh no, my children, my friends, no, shh, don't cry. Please don't cry, Please, All right. I play a game with you, all right? Yes. So in ancient China, we had many games that we like to play, yes? In my hands I have one game, yes? Ah, yes, I see. Fine. I will choose the volunteers for my game. You. And you as well. You as well. And you as well. So, whoever gets highest number. 5. Try to beat 5, my friend. It's time we roll again. 3. You owe me that price. Right, next one. Who wants to go next?
I have to pack it up.
Oh, my friends, did I mention another rule? If you beat the person who has the most rice, you keep it on. So, let's go. Nobody has beaten me. In dice rolling. 6. Nobody beats Chiggy.
Be the one to beat Chiggy. Beat Chiggy.
It's fine. I let you roll again because you landed in dust. Roll one more time. Go. It's not going to be 6
Everything.
Sorry about that, my friend. Next one to face me. Chini always gets the highest numbers. Ready? 6. So look at my friend. Oh no, it's falling in the crap. Roll one more time. I'm the best at this game. I also got a 6, so we roll again.
Jason, you can do this.
Go, Jessica. Beat him.
Puppy. You gotta run.
It was a 6.
Okay.
Alright, it was a 1.
Go, Jessica.
And then we
No, my friend, you stay up. Right, so my friend, sit down. Who wants to go next? You. Right, my friend. Roll the dice first. If you win, you get it all. If you win, you get it. 2. 5. Oh! rice. I spent all day working in farm. Right. No, it was in crack. Roll again. Maybe I should have kept it. 4. All right. Next one. 5. Yeah. Woo! All of my rice goes to her. All right. All right.
Stop laughing.
Are you guys ready for this round? Yes. I was getting the lucky charm ready for you.
Lucky troll.
Come on, you need to get this is my rice. I'm making a deal at the end. If you get my rice back, I give you another 2 portions next week. Yes? Yes. She said yes, everyone. 1. Oh. Fortunately, this rice is hers. Well, ladies and gentlemen, give her a round of applause. Unfortunately, the rice is raw, so you will have to take it. All right. All right, my friends, now. All right, go put your rice down, then come back, my friends. Put your rice down, then come back. That was my hard-on work. Stop clapping! Oh, my hard-on work.
Are the future machines confusing you?
Yes, they're not on my side. Right, my friends. So, now what we go do is I need to tell you a special secret of ancient China. But only for us, alright? Hey, my friends, come this way. So, ladies and gentlemen, in ancient China, we had to do much farming. So now I'm going to teach you all how to farm, yes? My friends, my farmers, you want to learn how to farm?
Yeah.
Come, gather around by the farm. How to farm is you first take sand and you dig side of sand like this to make a nice little trench. And then once we've made trench, we take rice seeds and we scatter inside.
Right.
So you guys ready to try farm?
Yeah.
All right, yes, grab the rice, farm. I will be a bit busy with something, all right? Just keep farming.
Okay. Hey guys, where's the girl? What are you doing? Where's the girl? Hey, what are you doing? Why are you farming?
I do nothing. No. I do important farm work. To count the rice, yes? So go back and farm. Come. Yes. Very excellent. Farm like this, yes. Don't forget to use farming trowel, yes?
Let's get the weeds out. Hey, he's not wet. Hey, he's not wet. He's not
I don't teach these farmers. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we've reached the end of our show. Thank you so much for coming. Give the farmers a round of applause, yes? Nice to meet you again, my friends. Thank you very much. Right, so now my friends, this brings us to the end of the show. So I hope you enjoyed, and thank you so much for coming. As you can see on the table over there, it's a little table full of some items from history that explain a bit more about what I do. And feel free to come and take a look and join me at the table with any questions you have. All right, my friends, thank you very much.